morning, everybody. Hey, all right, so I'm getting ready for work today, and I had a moment where I wanted to do a video, and it's going to qualify underneath the TMI, too much information from Miss Hot Mess. It's funny because many eons of my life, I've definitely been known more as TMI, like just randomly share everything. I'm getting better at it, but I still do it, but not as excess as I used to. One second. Today, the topic of TMI is brought to you by your body's bowel systems. How they love to fucking not work the way you want them to, and they want to work on their time. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, here's the deal. Quick rundown of some of my shit. Type 1 diabetic for almost 37 years now. In recovery for a little over 13 years. Basically, do I eat the best and healthiest diets? No. Should I? Probably. But at the same time, I've seen, like, it's like one of these things, okay, whatever. But, like, do I drink enough fluids throughout the day? No, I probably should. Do I have GI problems? Hell fucking yeah. Why are they from? Genetics and also the diabetes, medications. We're drinking coffee today, kind of help things move. And also being, let's see, I'm 44, almost 45 years old, so I'm pretty much going through perimenopause right now, or my body just doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. Like, I've been still continuously getting my period every month, but like, let's see, January, I had it twice. So we're kind of in that thought process. We're starting to do that. With that, that puts more havoc on your system as a female. But basically, the whole deal is that my system doesn't know what the fuck it's doing anymore. Pelvic floor, kind of gone away. Have never had kids. So people are like, oh, your pelvic floor leaves when you have children. Fuck you, no. And it's not from other things too. It's just, unfortunately, if you use a lot of your core muscles, like from coughing, if you're asthmatic, or like work out the wrong way, or your body's highly stressed and not doing what it's supposed to do. Like, anybody who knows me knows I'm a stress fucking ball. Anybody who's done physical therapy or worked with me knows that a lot of my stress is all in this area, but also the rest of my body. My body just does not know how to relax. Again, sober. So I have this running joke with my community of the medical teams. And I'm like, can we just get cannabis in an injection? So that way my brain and my mind is still sober, but my body's like, hey, we can relax finally. Because in all honesty, I don't want to take certain pills. I take certain like baby muscle relaxers, and I basically take as prescribed. And actually, like I tell my docs, I'm not taking them every day because this type of situation happens. I'm also on prednisone because asthma has been fucking kicking my ass for the last month and a half. Actually, a little over exaggeration, since the new year. Literally, though, since the new year. I'm back on prednisone again. So I did one round of prednisone for 5 days. Then we did we did another steroid. And then basically I'm back on prednisone again for the 10 days. So I have like 2 more days left. So that doesn't help the whole GI system as well. So there's like a whole bunch of like combative things going on, and then not drinking enough fluids that I should. You can see that I'm holding my weight because of the prednisone, though I'm happy because I know I am up here because I can see the weight up in here. Like when my face is a little bit skinnier, like I'm not holding the water weight. I don't hold in my face. I'm just going to saran wrap my face and like that. But, like right now, weight-wise, I'm sitting at 184 with clothes on. So I'm actually happy with that. The closer I get to 200 pounds, I'm not happy. I do need to tone this whole thing out. That would be good because, so what I also love is people are like, 1 pound, like fat and muscle weigh the same. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But they're different densities. So let's use this as an example. Okay. This is a light item. This is a heavy item. They both take up the same space, but this is going to be more like about like, it's actually 2.5 ounces, 71 grams for those out of the United States. This, I don't even know, but like this is probably like half an ounce, same size. So that's like the body here. So like, I'm just pointing it here right now. So this boob is like this, because I also have dense boobs. Literally, to the point that when I get a mammogram, we have a problem and I have to go. I've had 2 lumps in this chest, and yeah, so, but back to where I was trying to go. A lot of people, they have more fatty tissue in their chest. Me, I have more dense tissue. So basically what this is holding actually weighs more than, say, someone who is more like flop, flop, knee to the down type thing. So yeah. So basically my 184, because people are like, you really weigh 184? I'm like, God love you. I love you. Thank you. I got body dysmorphia, so when I hear 184 and I look at myself, I think I look like freaking the clown tent. But then I have days like today that, like, right now probably doesn't look good, but like I can see the indents, so like I feel okay. Horizontal stripes make me feel but it is what it is. The problem though is right now my plumbing is backed up to here. My plumbing exits down here on the backside. So back here. So we probably got like 12 feet of shit in me right now. So that's also adding to weight. And it's not like my weight is like loose. My shit right now is fucking rock hard. So again, more dense than loose. So it's going to weigh more. Whole mathematical equations and all this. You really don't want to know about that. You probably don't even want to watch this video, to be honest. And yeah, the more like me and Rick talk about things, I am very analytical. I am freaking break shit down. God bless him. God bless anybody who puts the fucking up with me. Yeah, because I'm just a lot to fucking handle. If you haven't noticed from all my channels, or not my channels, my streams and videos and all that good stuff. But so the big thing is like right now my system's backed up again, and it hurts. It's gonna be a fun day. No, it's not. It's sarcasm. So basically, yeah, back to toning. Like, if I start working out and toning, things would skinny up and everything like that. They would still weigh technically the same in a sense, but I would shrink in size, which then, like, when I say I weigh 184 and I'm back down to, like, say, like an 8 or a 10 size American pants, that would be great. Right now, we're primarily hanging out at a 14. When I get to 16, I freak the fuck out. If I get close to 200, I freak the fuck out, because I also have genetic issues with thyroid, and I love my parents. Love my parents, but I love my mom, love my grandmother, love them. But unfortunately, thyroidism, Hashimoto's runs in the family. Hashimoto's, this thing right here, like, I'm getting more vain because of social media, because honestly, like this, you really can't tell. And people are like, you contour. Like, people, like, I don't have time to do makeup in the morning. I somehow just had time today to do this before I go to work. And I'm going into work early today. Like, I'm not a person who likes to wake up 4 hours early before I have to go somewhere and do like 2 hours worth of makeup prep and everything like that. Like, less is more. Like, minimalistic for makeup at this point is great. I've gotten to a point that I don't really do a ton, but when I do, but I'm willing to try stuff. Like, I'm totally willing to try products and see, and like maybe if someone can get me programmed into doing it, or find more time in the day. Like, can we make it a 30-hour day and still only work 8? Like, let me sleep for 20, like get errands done in the other parts. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just albuterol from the asthma on full gear. God bless everybody. But so yeah, so everything's kind of combining up against each other, and I really just want to go poo. I just really want to go poo. I can't though. I'm hurting, I'm straining, and with the pelvic floor therapy that I was doing, I have to be careful, because so that's the thing, is that like when you do, or if you get the chance of doing pelvic floor therapy, especially for the backside, which I was getting to do and still doing, okay, you want to learn your breathing techniques. You want to breathe in and then push all the way down, and it helps. The problem though is when you have a congestion jam at the fucking back door and fucking pebbles are just blocking up and getting bigger and bigger, fucking makes it fucking ridiculous. Enemas and Go Lightly are looking really good in my diet, but the problem though is that means I'm also restricted to the toilet and I got work today, so that ain't gonna happen. So what should Felicia be doing? Drinking more fluids, less caffeine. Is that gonna happen? No. So what am I doing? I'm self-torturing myself. I know I'm very aware of the things that could alleviate, but I don't do. How many of you guys are like that? I just need a babysitter at all times. I need an adult with me at all times. Like I am an adult, but I still don't function like an adult as much as I like to say I'm an adult. Who else? almost 45 years old, and yeah, wants the refund check on being an adult. This is not the shit I signed up for. But yeah. Anybody else dealing with this stuff, and like what causes yours to go? Like because I'm technically rounds of IBS now, because this is technically also qualified as IBS, but IBS is kind of like that overall, like you just have constipation issues, you just have bowel issues, so we're going to label you IBS, because they can't say like it's this or this, because they can't exactly, but they know there's a problem in that general area. And oh yeah, so I've had 8 colonoscopies, 4 endoscopies. My first one was when I was 13, 12, almost 13, because I had ulcer issues happening. Also, I was also eating a lot of popcorn kernels. Got to see that back in the day. Got to see my GI from the inside. So I'm not like anti like go to the GI doctor and go get looked and go get testing and everything like that. Like when people tell me they're going for a colonoscopy, I'm like, go have fun. Like you get to lose a couple pounds. Like you, and I'm very someone who's pro colon health in general. Like you need to talk about your shit. You need to. What color is it? Is it dark brown? Is it black? Because if it's black, that means there's blood in there. If it's dark brown and it's solid, like freaking nuggets, that means you're not drinking enough fluid, and you're not, and like right now, that's what's happening. But if it was black, it'd be a different thing, because that means there's internal bleeding, and especially if it's black and then when it sits in the toilet for long and it turns red, that is absolutely blood. Or if you just shit blood, for whatever range, loose, hard, whatever, if you're shitting blood, it means you have hemorrhoids, or you have a tear at your anal fissure, like you have a fissure and everything like that, or you have it in the end. So you need to talk to your GI, because unfortunately, the thing with your anal glands in your ass, there's a shit ton of nerves. Regardless if you're a type 1 diabetic, you have any health issues, like that is a major situation, and that can cause issues down the line. Also, depending on how this is going, you might have issues that could cause colon cancer. And you know what? A lot of people are getting it these days, and it could be more in the States versus other countries, but then again, other countries have it too, and they're more like behaved on their foods and stuff like that. Is it the chemicals we're putting in products? Is it the chemicals we're putting in foods? What is it? Is it social? Is it stress? Like, what is it? They haven't done anything, and no, that kind of goes to another topic. So my job I have right now has nothing to do with research studies. I was going to school for business management and marketing. I got kicked out of school. If you know my story about my sobriety, you know I got kicked out of school with it just about a year or so left of completing 2 degrees. I do love the business aspect and everything like that. Not really doing that these days. It burnt me out. It is what it is. Would I love to finish those degrees? Yes, but there's been something that's been a passion of mine for years, and I think it's because I'm a type 1 diabetic and I'm more down to be a lab rat, and I know what the benefits of research studies are. But I like really have a laundry list of like good ideas for research studies. The thing is though, all good research studies have to come with a cost. You need someone to fund them. You need to find like right now my biggest issue is like my brain with my diabetes. Like I said, I've had it for 37 years. Yes, I know I'm speed fucking talking, by the way. It annoys me. I'm just trying to get a lot out in a short amount of time, so I'm sorry. But basically, I would love for them, from when someone gets diagnosed, and then basically intervals of yearlies, that basically you get your brain scanned to see what basically the destruction of the disease, especially like, okay, I got diagnosed 8 going on 9 back in the late 80s. From the 80s to approximately my late 20s, I was absolutely out of control. Did people try to help me? Absolutely yes. Was I absolutely stubborn? Hell fucking yes. I was didn't want to deal with it. There was a lot of like drama on my side that lingered out, and it was just making things bad. and other outside issues and everything that kind of led to that's part of my story of my recovery, but trying to keep it as straight as I can versus whining all over the place. So basically, I had a lot of high blood sugars. I was in the hospital in and out all the time. DKA. And all that stuff. Hold one second. All right, back again. Sorry, that was the phlegm coming up. So basically, today at 37 years, of having it, I can absolutely tell I got memory issues and everything. Is it genetics? Is it age? Is it a major flaw of having my type 1 diabetes and all the wear and tear my brain has gone through the 37 years? And basically, because diabetes and control has a factor on, one second. This might have to go to a part 2.